Alright, and welcome back to another live stream. Tonight I'm here in my long-term survival world. That is because I would like to make some blocks in my little block making place that I have down here. I need more terracotta, which you can very easily, with a little bit of time, get terracotta by making moss. Get a lot of moss with a moss farm. Very nice. What is this block of rooted dirt doing there? You know, Bob, he must have placed that down. He stole a block of my rooted dirt. Bob must have placed it here. The Enderman. Anyway, you make a bunch of moss with the moss farm. Then you turn that moss into rooted dirt with a rooted dirt farm. I designed this one. Then you turn your rooted dirt into mud with a mud farm. I forget who designed this. Not me. Then you take your mud and you dry it out over here with dripstone and you get clay. And if you smelt clay, you get terracotta. That is exactly what I need to do tonight. Anyway, welcome to the stream, Goob. Standard L, also welcome to the stream. KJFMZ, glad you could make it. Randoms, glad you're here. Joe, hello. We got a couple people using the donkey emoji already. I added that. If you are a member of my YouTube channel here, you have access to members only emojis. I added a new emoji today, and it is donkey. Also today, we have a goal. The goal is for any amount of money, super chat. We need 15 super chats. And the donkey cam, excuse me, will come up on the screen, just like I did before in the donkey reveal live stream. So, super chats are welcome via YouTube. Live streams are always free, but if you would like to leave a tip. Anyway, I need to grab... Ooh, I'm gonna need more of those azalea bushes. I have enough for now, but I'm gonna want more of these. So let's just like start this. I'm also gonna want some moss blocks. We'll get those. I'll need a couple more. Might as well have this stack of 41 as well. And it doesn't have to be the flowering ones. It can be the regular ones. Let's see. How do I want this stuff arranged in my inventory? I'm gonna need some bone meal. I probably want more bone meal than that. We'll put everything like this. Let's grab more bone meal from the storage room. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on. This has happened to me before. This is weird. This has happened to me before. Okay, I think we're back. Weird technical difficulties, guys. Sorry about that. It's happened to me before. Not sure what to do about it. Anyway, let's grab some bone blocks. That way I have plenty of bone meal in the chest over here. Lots of moss stuff over here. I still haven't made a collection system for this moss farm. I really should do that so that I don't have to manually collect it. It's fine though. I'm going to turn this off for now, because as I'm running the rooted dirt farm, I won't be able to collect things from here. So let's grab that. Don't need all of these carpets and seeds. Fill up this shulker box with the bone meal that I just grabbed. There we go. That's a better amount of bone meal than what I had before. Let's turn that on. And then eventually I can turn this on. Just gonna wait a second before I do that. The way the timing is on this farm, I need to wait for that piston to pulse one time before I turn on this second timer, and then everything will be lined up. Any minute now. There we go. Now I can make my rooted dirt for a while. There was like one piece of bone meal in here. I should add that to this stack so that I don't just have one piece laying around in the shulker box. When I reach in there, I want to be able to grab a full stack, not just one piece. One piece wouldn't really do me any good. Usually need 2 or 3 to grow one of these trees. Sometimes it takes one bone meal. Random says, yay, you're back to the cycle. Yeah, back to the block making cycle. I need more terracotta. I would like to use some different colors of terracotta as interior walls for my mansion. I don't want the walls on the inside to be the same as the ones on the outside. I'm not sure what colors I'm going to use yet, but I know I need terracotta. So definitely gotta make a lot of that. Turn my moss into rooted dirt. Turn my rooted dirt into mud. Turn my mud into clay. Smelt my clay into terracotta. It's a great process. Super fun. I find this to be much better than the tearing apart of mesa biomes. I'm gonna collect these logs here. The logs definitely don't go to waste. I mean, all the ones up there do because I'm just like growing trees. But I always collect this bottom oak log. That's kind of the only one I need to collect. This farm could be so much more like sophisticated. I stopped at simple though. I like simple. Four rows of dirt already. It's a good amount of rooted dirt. Got one piece of moss left and one flowering azalea bush too. I got more in my inventory though. Absolutely perfect. Like using pick block instead of opening my inventory when it comes to stuff like that. It's just like, it's kind of satisfying. Like, use up a block and then I can immediately have it back in my inventory. I mean, back in my hand, as long as I have it in my inventory. How can something so simple be so fun? Got lots of rooted dirt so far. Love using the rooted dirt farm. It's so fun to me that I am literally like making blocks out of nothing. Well, not exactly nothing. Technically all of these blocks are coming from lava and water and moss. The lava and water make stone over there. That's part of how the moss farm works. It makes the stone and then grows moss, so all of the stone is like replaced with moss, which also produces these azalea bushes. Then I can use the moss and the azalea bushes and some bone meal to make the rooted dirt. Then my rooted dirt can turn into mud. Then my mud can turn into clay. And my clay into terracotta. It's so awesome. I can't believe, like, I don't really see a lot of people do this in Minecraft. I can't believe there's not, like, some huge redstone farm that somebody has designed. I don't really play around with redstone a whole lot. Or I would make it. Merce Monster, hi, welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. I think we're back. OBS disconnected again. That happened earlier during the stream. There's nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi. OBS disconnected. Anyway, the baby swamp monster. Hi, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. My Wi-Fi's fine. This is super frustrating. OBS keeps disconnecting and then reconnecting, disconnecting again and then reconnecting. This will probably happen again during tonight's stream, but it looks like we're back now and we're good to go. Merce Monster says, wonder if OBS may need an update. Probably. I'll have to look into that after tonight's stream, but for now I'm gonna deal with it. Because it works for long periods of time and then like disconnects. Hopefully it doesn't get worse throughout the live stream. Yeah, I can't update it right now because I'm literally live right now, but I'll do that later and hopefully we won't have this problem in the future. Sorry if it happens again, because it probably will. I know for sure there is nothing wrong with my internet at the moment. Alright. The rooted dirt farm is filled with dirt, so let's go ahead and turn that off. And I'm going to connect my dirt. Oops, I fell off the platform. Didn't mean to do that. Let's get back on here. And I need all of this lovely rooted dirt. I can put that in this shulker box right here. I need a little bit more of that. So I do need to run the rooted dirt farm again. I'm gonna need more azalea bushes though, so let's turn back on the moss farm. I have a few azalea bushes. I have enough to run the rooted dirt farm again, but I'm just in constant need of these bushes, so any chance I can collect more of those is good. I have some oak logs in there. I think I also have some in here, along with this clay. Also some moss and azalea bushes, apparently. I've got to take all of this oak wood to the storage room. So let's just have that in my inventory for now. I'm gonna run up to the wood shop, put away all this wood. It's a little bit spooky out here because it is nighttime. It's a little bit dark here. I never really noticed that. I need more light there. Very dark. Ooh! I forgot. Now that I'm updated to the Copper Age update here in my long-term survival world, things like these, if I want them to stay orange, I have to go around and I need to wax all of the lightning rods, don't I? All of the ones that I'm using for decoration like this. Because that looks weird green. It needs to be orange like that. So I guess eventually I need to come through here with some wax. I have plenty of that in this world. And fix that. This is the first time I'm really playing in my long-term survival world with it at the Copper Age update. Forgot to mention that I did update my world. I have so much oak wood. There's more in here. And in there. I'm gonna have to start putting it where I have these azalea leaves. Because I'm running out of space. Let's go down here. I'm gonna ignore the monsters. Collect these things from the moss farm, and it does look like I have been streaming for 30 minutes so far, so I'm gonna go on a quick 3-minute water break. Before I go on that water break, I would like to mention tips are welcome via YouTube Super Chat. Live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated to leave a tip, but if you would like to leave one, again, those are welcome via YouTube Super Chat. During tonight's live stream, we have a little bit of a goal going on. If you would like to see the donkey cat via the donkey cam, somebody's ringing the doorbell up there. I'm going to ignore that. But yeah, if you would like to see the donkey cat on the screen, then 15 Super Chats is what we'll need. Live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated to leave a tip, but if you would like to leave one, again, those are welcome via YouTube Super Chat. There's also a new emoji tonight. If you would like to become a member to use emojis, that is totally something you can do. If you're considering becoming a member, though, I will say, the level 2 membership is the most worth it. It's a little bit more expensive than the level 1, but level 2 has members only videos, and level 1 does not. So if you want everything there is to offer, level 2 is the best way to go. Anyway, I'll be right back in 3 minutes. back from that water break. We can get right back into it, playing some Minecraft here. I was working on making blocks. I'm trying to get a bunch of terracotta. I've explained the process many times, but I'll explain it again. I'm taking moss from my moss farm and also azalea bushes and turning that into rooted dirt with this rooted dirt farm. It just kind of pushes it along for me so that I don't have to do that part. And then I turn that rooted dirt into mud, and then I turn my mud into clay. Then you can smelt the clay into terracotta. It's a great process. Let's get some things sorted out here. I'm gonna need some moss. Just like that. I'm gonna need azalea bushes. I'll use the regular ones this time. And I'll put away the moss carpet and the seeds because I don't really need those right now. Do I already have any mud in here? Not really. I've got 3 pieces of mud. All that clay over there is dry. Well, all the mud is dried so that it is clay, however you want to say that. I need more rooted dirt though. So we'll do this part first. Run the rooted dirt farm. Then I'll be making some mud. Random says, welcome back, Lily. Hello. Glad to be back. Go ahead and turn that on. And we'll make some more rooted dirt. Yay. Dirt. Leilani Vallo, hello, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. I wonder if that's Bob over there or if that's a different Enderman. I don't want to accidentally look at him in the eyes. I haven't seen Bob in a minute. I haven't seen him since I gave him a name tag, actually. I wonder if he's still around somewhere. I've never named an Enderman before. I need to get this oak wood. Leilani Vallo says, hey annihlillyate, make uncarved pumpkin head for chicken jockey. Not right now. Kind of busy right now. Tonight's live stream, I planned on turning moss into rooted dirt by growing azalea trees on top of it. Then I'm going to take my rooted dirt and turn that rooted dirt into mud. Then I'm going to take that mud and turn it into clay. And then I'm going to take that clay and turn it into terracotta. Chicken Jockey's got his Halloween costume already. So I'm going to focus on this tonight. Alex Birder, hi, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. That Enderman placed the block that it had down somewhere. I hate it when they do that. Keep your blocks to yourself. Somebody's ringing the doorbell again. They're having a party up there. You can hear it going on. Standard L, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Says donkey time. Yeah. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Got one bone meal left in my inventory. I wonder if the tree will grow. Nope. I gotta get more. Bob, is that you? It's not Bob. It's a different Enderman. I wonder where Bob is. Do you know where Bob is? Have you seen him around? Haven't seen him around? Huh, weird. I haven't seen him around either. Don't know where Bob is. He gave me the rooted dirt he stole back. It was very nice of him. Do you know anything about that stolen rooted dirt? Oh my gosh, I keep misplacing the... Ah! Whatever. Leilani Vallow coming in with another random suggestion. You say, hey, annihlillyate, trade Curse of Binding with Librarian Villager. Nah, sorry, I'm busy right now. I will not stop everything that I'm doing to go and do that. Sounds fun, but maybe not right now. I'm going to continue getting some rooted dirt, because I need this. Leilani Vallow says, bye, annihlillyate. Goodbye. Glad you could make it to the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thanks for stopping by. I've done it again. Oh my gosh. I've done it again. Okay, turn it all off. Turn it all off. Gotta fix it. Dang it. This is probably enough for the dirt, though, for what I wanted to do next. Let's grab this up here. Yep, now I have 3 stacks. That's what I needed. I can turn these 3 stacks into mud. That's how much that'll hold over there. Then my mud will dry into clay. Alex Birder says, is this a different world than last night's world? Yes, I am playing on a different world tonight. This is my long-term survival world. Last night I was checking out a snapshot, so I was playing on a survival world that is a relatively new one. This one, though, I've had this world for a little over 4 years. I'm working on a mansion right now, and I'm wanting to create terracotta for the interior of my mansion. I have 3 different worlds. The world that I enjoy the most, honestly, is my long-term survival world. This is this one that I am playing tonight. I also have a temporary snapshot world. That's the one that I mentioned before and the one I was playing on last night. And then I have Hardcore Season 3 world. I have played on all 3 of those worlds this week. A good way to figure out what world I am playing on is the title and the description. The description, usually like the first sentence in the description, will say exactly what world I am playing on. Since I do have a lot of those, I can see how that can be confusing. Alex Birder says, can't wait to see how the mansion turns out. Me too. The only thing really left to do is the interior. The exterior is mostly finished. I might add a few more details to the exterior, but the interior is kind of what I'm focused on now. Super excited for that. I like doing interiors. It takes a long time. It's a lot of like little details, but it's fun. It's really fun. Alright, there's 3 stacks of mud. Let's go place this over here, let it dry into clay. Then I can take this clay, go ahead and put it in the smelter. I'll probably wait until I have a little bit more though, I have 3 stacks in a shulker box right now, and doing this will give me 3 more stacks. I'll probably put it in the smelter when I have like 9 stacks. I don't know, maybe I'll wait until I have a little bit more than that. It's nice to build it up, get a lot of it before I put it in the smelter. That way I'm not wasting lava. That's the furnace fuel that I like to use. Boop. Go up another level. Get all this beautiful clay. Just one more stack up here. Then I need to get started making more rooted dirt. I'm going to put this clay in here. This is where I have the other clay. I'm just going to leave this shulker box on the ground. That works. I'm going to need more of these azalea bushes again. I'm going to start putting some of these moss carpets up here in the composters. That way they compost, turn into more bone meal. I've been using a lot of bone meal, so that'll be useful. Don't know what I'm going to use all the moss carpets for. The moss farm creates a lot of those, so I'd rather have bone meal. Wow, these are oxidizing quick. I'm gonna have to wax those soon. Thankfully, I do have a bee farm. I think I can fit all of these seeds. I can if I put away a little bit of this moss. Turn that into bone meal. There we go. How much is in here already? Not much. Took it all out recently to use it. Whee! It's so fun to fly through here with my Elijah. Love that. Alex Birder says, bro, I've spent 2 years on a survival world and I don't have any auto machines. I feel like I'm missing out. Not really. I don't have very many auto machines here in this world. I don't mess with redstone a whole lot. But I do have a few. And they are very useful. Just a few more azalea bushes would be nice to have. It's really the only reason why I'm running the moss farm. I do not need any more moss. Azalea bushes, though. Always need those. Got 2 stacks of these regular ones. A couple more. This should be enough. Let me turn this off here. Oops. Alright, I don't need the seeds or the moss carpets. Just need the azalea bushes and the moss. Perfect. I'm all ready to continue getting more rooted dirt. Before I do that though, it does look like I have been streaming for 1 hour, so I'm gonna go on another quick 3-minute water break. Before I go on that 3-minute water break, I would like to mention live streams are always free, but if you would like to leave a tip, those are welcome via YouTube Super Chat. We have a little bit of a goal going on tonight. If you would like to see me turn on the donkey cam, if you want to see Donkey the Cat, in other words, 15 Super Chats is what it will cost. But like I said, live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated to leave a tip. If you would like to, though, those are welcome via YouTube Super Chats. Anyway, I will be right back in 3 minutes. Alrighty, welcome back from that water break. We get right back into playing some Minecraft here. I'm gonna immediately get started making more rooted dirt because I need more of that. So let's turn this on and wait over here so I can turn the other one on. Random says, welcome back, Lily. Hello. Hello, glad to be back. Standard L says, let's go. That's what I call it. It really says, let's go. Let's go. I get it. I like saying let's go, though. Did that pulse? I couldn't even tell. I was distracted by let's go. Pretty sure it did, and I messed this all up. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay. Restart. I didn't have any of these. There we go, I did it in time. Noah, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Yay, stream indeed. Can't believe I've already used several stacks of bone meal. Takes a lot of bone meal to make this rid of dirt. Good thing I have a skeleton farm. I can get lots and lots of bones. I also have 2 skeleton spawners that are like right next to each other. In the basement of my castle. I found it when I was building my castle. And I have yet to turn that into a nice skeleton farm. It would produce a lot of bones. Eventually, I might get around to it. I've literally been saying that for years. At some point in the future, whether it be far or near, I will make a skeleton farm that has 2 skeleton spawners. There's a certain place where you can stand where both of them do operate at the same time, so it would be perfect. I just haven't really got around to it yet. I need to collect all this wood. I'm just like leaving it laying all over the place. Look at all that rooted dirt. Beautiful sight. My mud over there is drying into clay. It looks like most of it is clay now. Takes a minute to get enough rooted dirt to make 3 stacks of mud. That's how many stacks I can put over there in that little drying tower. Standard L says, obviously a lot of resources to get. How much do you need to start working on the mansion again? I'm not sure how much I need for the interior of the mansion. I never really counted, but I do know I don't have a lot right now because I keep using the terracotta that I'm gathering for other things. That, the costume that I put on the chicken jockey, the big jack-o'-lantern head, kind of took a lot of terracotta. So, like, I used all of the supply that I was saving up to start working on the mansion. So, yeah. I just need to collect more. Eventually, I'll have enough. And it's not the fastest process. Honestly. It's really not. But it's okay. I never said I was going to build that mansion fast, I just said I was going to build it. It's been a fun process so far. Somebody's ringing the doorbell up there again. Probably another zombie. They like to come in and bother the villager employee that's there. It's not very nice of them. That employee is doing a great job up there. And they just harass him all the time, you know? Just harass. Ding dong ditch and everything. Those zombies need to settle down up there. There was one time in particular, zombies were ringing the doorbell. There were 2 up there. And when I went up there to investigate, when I opened the door, I saw a zombie with some armor on, and I assumed that it was that zombie that was ringing the doorbell. And so I took the zombie out, you know? But it wasn't that zombie that was ringing the doorbell. I made a YouTube short because I was able to use Flashback Mod to actually like see what really happened. I killed the wrong guy, guys. Did you guys see that short? That was very fun to make. The zombie that did it rang the doorbell and then went and hid so that I wouldn't see it. And so I blamed the other zombie that was there, and he didn't even do anything. This is almost completely full with rooted dirt. Probably just a few more to go. Then I gotta see exactly how much rooted dirt I have total. I think this is full now. Yeah. This cannot push anymore. So let's turn off the farm. Go ahead and collect my rooted dirt. This is always the best part. There we go. I got it all. How much do I have in this box? 2 stacks plus 10. I need 3 stacks. That way I can put 3 stacks up there. So, let's make more rooted dirt. How much of this do I have? not quite enough azalea bushes. So let's turn this on again. Put these oak logs in here for now. That'll be a good spot for them. One thing I can do, just to kind of speed up the process of getting terracotta a little bit, I do have lots of dirt. Well, not in there. There's only 16 pieces in there. But here, there's plenty more. All of these should be filled with dirt. So let's take 3 stacks from here. And let's go make 3 stacks of mud so that I can turn that into clay. That should help with the slowness of making the rooted dirt. That way I can get a little bit of terracotta a little bit quicker. I would like to use mostly rooted dirt though, because I don't want to use up all of my dirt, just in case I want to do a future terraforming project. Believe it or not, dirt is useful. Very, very useful. Anyway, let's go turn this into the mud. There is another 3 stacks of mud. I wonder how many azalea bushes is here. I need lots of them, so I'll keep the moss farm going. Don't need any more moss. Holy crap. So much moss. Just need to put some of it away. Standard L sends another $2 super chat. Thank you so much for that $2 with the donkey emoji there. I appreciate that a whole lot. Thank you, thank you. That is one step closer to having the donkey cam turned on for this live stream. One more layer here. One more stack of clay. Then all of this mud will slowly dry out. And I'll have more clay. Very, very nice. Perfect. Now down here, collect this stuff. And it does look like I have been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes so far. So I am going to go on a quick 3-minute water break. Before I go on that 3-minute water break, I would like to mention tips are welcome via YouTube Super Chats. Live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated to leave a tip. But if you would like to leave one, those are welcome via YouTube Super Chat. Tonight I have a little goal going on. If we reach 15 total Super Chats, you get the donkey cam, which just means you get to see a cute little picture of my cat on the stream for the rest of the stream. Yeah. Anyway, live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated to leave a tip. But again, those are welcome via YouTube Super Chats. Anyway, I will be right back in 3 minutes. Alrighty, welcome back from that water break. We get right back into it, playing some Minecraft here. Let's see if I have enough azalea bushes. I'm pretty sure I do. Looks like I do. I can put some of them away, like these ones. I'll use these flowering azalea bushes. I have enough moss in my inventory. I don't need the moss carpets and the seeds though, so I'll put those away. I am all ready to make more rooted dirt. Let's put that clay in there. 9 stacks of clay so far. We're doing pretty good. Oops. This is wrong. Hold on. That needs to be like that. Okay. Now we're good to go. Random says, welcome back, Lily. Hello. Glad to be back. That oak log is going crazy. Oh, it stopped. It's funny when the blocks get stuck in other blocks like that and they do that. It's like they're spazzing out. I turned that into rooted dirt right before it was pushed over. It was like perfect. Aw, and I missed that one because I was so surprised. Oops. It's fine. It doesn't break anything about the farm when that happens. can just continue getting rid of dirt with no problem. Random says my room is very cold. That sucks. Sorry about that. I'm very glad that I have a little space heater right now, and I'm also very glad that it's not very loud because I have it turned on. In the summertime, it gets really warm in my room, and when I'm live streaming, I can't have my little window air conditioner running because it's just too loud. Ruins the audio. And so I just get real warm. In the winter, though, when it's cold in my room and I kind of want to be a normal temperature that is warmer than cold, I turn on the little space heater and all is good. I've got the space heater set to 70 degrees right now. It feels warmer than 70 degrees in my room, though. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Need more bone meal. Always need more bone meal when I'm doing this. I might want to refill my shulker box soon. I had about 18 stacks of bone meal when I started tonight's live stream. I've just got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess could have looked at those 3 empty slots and known that it was 6. Instead, I decided to count. More dancing blocks. Look at them go. Oh, and then they get pushed by the piston. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Maybe because staring at dirt is boring. Bob, is that you? Oh my gosh, there's 2 Endermen in here. I wonder if at least one of them is Bob. I haven't seen Bob. I haven't seen him since I last spoke to him. Random says, where's Bob? I don't know. It's a good question. Don't know where Bob is. Standard L says that's Bob and his other brother Bob. Possibly. You know, a lot of Bobs. Bob here and a Bob there. Bobs everywhere. They're leaving their little grass blocks around. I don't appreciate it. Where did your grass block go? Why is it not in your hands? I told you earlier to keep your grass to yourself. I don't want it. Womp womp. It's not Bob. Oops. Dang it. Quit distracting me. Why are you watching me? The Endermen, they always do that. They like to stare, but they don't like to be stared at. How rude. Standard L says he's trying to help. You know, I never really thought of it like that. Maybe I should just look at things a little bit different. Now I feel bad. You know, maybe he was just trying to help and I'm just sitting here being mean. Sorry, Enderman. Random says, stop bullying the Enderman. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'll stop. I'll be nicer to them. They're great, really. They're great. This dude's just chilling on the dirt. The Endermen do like dirt. I guess that's one thing the Enderman and I have in common. I spend hours getting dirt. Oh! Right behind me. Honestly, I didn't expect that. It was kind of scary. That one has a block of rooted dirt. Why are you stealing from me? You're just like your cousin Bob. All the Endermen, they're related. Stealing my dirt again. So rude. He'll probably place it down somewhere at some point. Okay. I can turn this off and this off. Gather all of my rooted dirt because this farm is full. It cannot push anything else. How much rooted dirt do I have total? A little bit over 3 stacks. Let's turn those 3 stacks into mud. Then I can put it over there to dry again. Turn it into clay. Probably should have had my moss farm running this whole time that I've been turning this rooted dirt into mud. That way I can get more azalea bushes I will turn that back on in just a minute though. I just have a few more pieces of rooted dirt to turn into mud. There we go. 3 stacks of mud. That can be turned into clay if I set it over there to dry. First though, let's turn this on. Ugh, I don't want to look at you in the eye, I'm sorry. We'll get more azalea bushes with the rooted dirt farm. Let that run while I collect my clay. We're doing pretty good tonight. Making a lot of clay. I will eventually put that in the furnace and it will all smelt into terracotta. That way I can use it on the interior of my mansion or anything else I decide to build. I'm still collecting this stuff for the interior of my mansion because I keep trying to build stuff that requires terracotta. The copper golem that I built, it was mostly copper, but it did require a little bit of terracotta. And then when I put a Halloween costume on my chicken jockey, I went ahead and used a lot of terracotta. There's 2 pieces up here that have not turned into clay yet. I'm just gonna let those do their thing. And I need to actually place all of this mud down here. It won't dry into clay if I don't place it on the dripstone. One of them dried out. The other one's still there though. Try and place this stuff. See if it dries out as I am doing this. These 2 that I already placed, like, I literally just placed these and they're already dry. How come that one's not dry? I will just do that then. Perfect. 3 more stacks of clay. I can put those in this box. I have 9, 10, 11, 12 stacks of clay. It's pretty good. Alright, let's turn off this moss farm, because it does look like I have been streaming for 2 hours. So, before I continue, I'm going to go on another quick 3-minute water break. Before I go on that 3-minute water break, I would like to mention tips are welcome via YouTube Super Chats. Live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated to leave a tip. But if you would like to leave one, again, those are welcome via YouTube Super Chats. Anyway, I'll be right back in 3 minutes. Alrighty, welcome back from that water break. We're right back into playing some Minecraft here. I'm gonna turn on the moss farm again because I think I might need more azalea bushes. How many do I have? I have enough to run the rooted dirt farm again, but I would like to have more than that. That'd be very nice. Let's take all of this stuff out. I can turn this into more bone meal like I did before. Let's go up this way this time. It is raining. Probably because I haven't slept. I should have enough azalea bushes to run the farm. I'm gonna keep this going though. This should actually have a collection system. That way I can just keep it going. Let's just fix that right now, you know? I've been meaning to fix it, I keep putting it off. Let's just do it. Right now. Just need some chests and some hoppers. I've been putting it off for so long, I might as well just do it. Let's put that stuff away. Go grab some chests and some hoppers. I might already have some chests crafted. Holy dirt! What is all this out here? Oh my gosh, the Endermen have been going crazy. They are like everywhere. There's one over there. Quit littering the place with dirt. Okay, over here in this box I do have a whole bunch of chests. Up here I should have a whole bunch of iron. I can make some hoppers. Then I should be able to leave the boss farm running and have all of the stuff from it be collected without me having to touch it. I'm not sure how many hoppers I'm gonna need. Do I have any of these already crafted? I have 13 hoppers already crafted. That should actually be enough. I'm gonna keep this iron in my inventory just in case. But 13 hoppers should be enough. If I need to craft another, I can. Let's turn off the moss farm temporarily. Alright, cool. I can see exactly where the water flows. All of the stuff ends up like right here. So I just need all of these to be hoppers. I'm gonna have them facing that way. There we go, absolutely perfect. Now, these are gonna be put in a different spot. And I'm gonna break all this obsidian and replace it with chests. That way all of my stuff gets collected. Oops, I broke a block. That should work as a little collection system. Let's get under here, because I did break a block that I didn't mean to break, and I would like to have it back. I'm gonna do stairs like this instead. That way I can like still get up there. Now if I turn this on, everything should go in the hoppers and then in the chest. A few things are actually going to be left behind because the water doesn't go there. So maybe I should put another hopper there, actually. Let's turn this off again. If I add a hopper, then everything that goes in that spot will be collected. And then everything else that's being left behind is like all up here, which is actually kind of a lot of stuff. I'm not sure what to do about that. The bulk of everything is being collected though. Go straight into the hoppers. Straight into the chest here. Cool, let's keep that running. And we'll have a whole bunch of stuff collected. I've got to clean up my inventory a little bit though. I'm just going to put some of this stuff in here because I don't need it right now. It needs to be put away a little bit later. I'll worry about that. Then this kind of stuff. Let's collect more rooted dirt. I gotta have bone meal. What the heck am I doing with firework rockets like that? That was funny. Need even more bone meal. Random says, my cat dropped my phone wanting attention. That's cute. Not really good for your phone though. I hope it's not broken. Leilani Valo, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome back, I should say. You were here earlier. Glad you could be back. Leilani Valo says, hey annihlillyate, can I become a moderator? I don't really need one, I don't think. I get chats on my live streams, but not really like a whole lot. I can usually keep control of them pretty well. Like right now, there's barely even anybody watching. So I'm able to moderate the chat on my own just fine. Goob, hi, welcome back. You say, hi, my phone died earlier. Did I miss anything? Not much. I have just been sitting here making blocks. You haven't missed much of anything. The only thing you missed was I gave my moss farm a collection system. It didn't have a collection system before. Now I can leave it on and all of the items like get collected. It's great. I should have done it much sooner. It's fine. Better late than never. Got more rooted dirt to make here. Got a good amount so far though. Just gotta keep going for a little bit longer. Leilani Vallow says, hey, annihlillyate, please check carved pumpkin. I will, I can go up and take a look at my chicken jockey with the carved pumpkin on his head in a little bit here. I would like to run the rooted dirt farm until it gets full before I leave this position that I'm at right now. Either until the rooted dirt farm gets full or until I run out of bone meal, because it looks like this is the last stack of bone meal that I have on me right now. I need to refill my shulker box with bone meal. It is completely empty. I started with 18 stacks today. That's crazy. Goob says, I see Bob ran away. LOL. Is Carl still in the market? Bob hasn't been around here, but a lot of his friends have been around here today. There's been a lot of Endermen lurking. Carl is still in the farm mart. The villager employee that's up there. He's still there. He's having a good time working away at the farm mart. He likes it there. Pretty close to running out of bone meal here. I've got 7 left. So let's see how far that gets me. That should make me a few more pieces of rooted dirt. 2 left. 2 left. Let's see. Nope. I don't have any more. So let's turn this off. And that off. And I'll collect up the rooted dirt that I've gathered so far. I've got to refill my shulker box with rooted dirt. Before I do that, it does look like I have been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes. After a 3-minute water break, I'll take a trip upstairs there. Anyway, before I go on that 3-minute water break, I would like to mention tips are welcome via YouTube. Super Chat, live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated to leave a tip, but if you would like to leave one, again, those are welcome via YouTube. Super Chat. Anyway, I'll be right back in 3 minutes. Alrighty, welcome back from that water break. We get right back into playing Minecraft here. Before the water break, while I was collecting rooted dirt over there, I was running the moss farm the entire time. I wanted to see how many of these azalea bushes I collected. Hold on, let me put away the ones that I already have in my inventory first. This other stuff too, like the... Open the same box twice. The rooted dirt can go in there. The oak wood can go there. I have some moss and some seeds, moss carpet that can be put away. Alright, we have some azalea bushes in there. Some in there. A few in here as well. It looks like we got a pretty good amount. That is 2, 3 full stacks plus a little bit more of each. That's good. Good amount. I am going to make sure I turn the moss farm back on. How much bone meal is in here though? Oh, there's 0 in the barrel. That means I'm gonna run out of moss. I'm gonna run out of bone meal pretty soon. I mean, that's full, but I need to fill that up. Let's go grab some bone meal. Put those away. I don't remember where I got this stone from. I don't really need it. I don't have a whole lot of stacks of bone meal in my storage. Let's go see how much I have before I go over to the skeleton farm, because I'm pretty sure I have some bone meal over there. Let's check down here first. I do have 4 stacks of bone block. A few bones too. I need more bone meal. I've actually run out of bone block. That used to be a full double chest of bone block. I just used so much of this stuff. Let's go ahead and start filling this barrel. The rest of this, I need to run the rooted dirt farm. I'm gonna want more than that though. Look at that chicken jockey dressed up in his Halloween costume. Looks so awesome with that carved pumpkin on his head. Very, very cute. Let's take a walk here though, through the fall forest. I need to go to the skeleton farm. I need more bone meal. Fall forest is one of my favorite things that I have here in my long-term survival world. It's very beautiful. This is also always a nice little minecart ride. Joe, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that so much. One step closer to having the donkey cam turned on. Alright, if I go down this elevator, this should take me to the skeleton farm. Another short minecart ride. This minecart ride isn't nearly as long as the one before. Alright. In here, my skeletons will spawn from that spawner. Let's see if I can watch a group of them come out. That's always fun. I like tinted glass. Come on, skeletons. Spawn out the spawner. There we go, there's some. Oh, I don't have a slab on top of that so that skeletons don't just like stand on top of the thing. There we go, he walked down on his own. Maybe I should put a slab there. I'm not going to do that right now, though. Right now, I'm going to take this sword and go and hit some of those skeletons so that I can get some bones. Right down here. There's all of the skeletons. There's a few bones in there already. Also, in a chest up here, I do have bone blocks. Cool. So I'll just hit the skeletons for a little bit, and then I need to take all those bone blocks with me. I should kind of let the skeletons build up a little bit before I hit them. Another thing I should do, if I have my shovel in my offhand like this, then it'll heal. It's not super broken right now, but like since I'm here hitting the skeletons, I might as well. Goob says, my skeletons keep spawning on top of the spawner. I didn't know a slab would fix that. Yeah, things don't... the monsters can't spawn on slabs. Slabs make things spawn-proof. But they will spawn in all the other space around the spawner. So they won't get stuck on top of there. Because sometimes they like to hang out on there and then it makes your farm slower. So yeah, a slab does fix that. It's very, very useful Minecraft tip. This skeleton has some copper armor. Look at him. He's all shiny and nice. He's got leggings and a chest plate. I got the chest plate. Cool. That's the first copper piece of armor that I've seen here in my long-term survival world. I haven't crafted one yet just because I have no need to. I have full netherite armor. And netherite tools. This is cool though. I'll do with that what I do with all of the other armor that I get from farms like this. Like this gold stuff. If any of this drops, the helmet, both of these will get turned into nuggets. Copper nugget and a gold nugget. Eventually. Once I have a few of them built up, that'll make sense to do. My shovel is fully healed. My axe is not really all that broken, but I might as well put a few experience orbs in there, mend it up a little bit. That's fully mended. Now what about the pickaxe? And just one hit because it wasn't very broken. Now all my tools are mended. All my armor too and my elytra. Random says, I was gone. Sorry, what are you doing? I'm hitting skeletons to get more bones, to get more bone meal, because I've been using a lot of bone meal. This is my basic skeleton farm. I've had it for a while. There's just one spawner. I would like to make a more efficient one underneath my castle, though, with the 2 skeleton spawners that are under there that I mentioned earlier. I kind of want to watch the skeletons spawn for a minute. It's so cool to see through the tinted glass like this. I love it. Let the skeletons build up there. Random says, it's so dark. Yeah. It is pretty dark down here. It needs to be dark for the skeletons to spawn. Whoa, that was a lot at one time. There's a lot of bows down here now. Let's take these. That one has power 1. Do I have an anvil down here? Not an anvil. A grindstone. I can put that in there and take the enchantment off. Then, let's just combine these to make full bows. There we go. There's one. I can add it to my collection. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of bows. This one in my inventory is still broken, so I'll put it back. Oh, and there's another one. Awesome. Goob says, what is the fastest way to get mending? In my opinion, the fastest way to get mending enchantment is to go to a village, get a librarian villager, and make sure that it is selling you a mending book. The way you do that, it's obviously not going to come up the first time. If it's not selling you mending, break its workstation, and then it'll lose its job. And then you replace the workstation, and it'll choose like new things to trade with you. Eventually, you will be able to get a mending book sold to you from this villager. Then you will forever have a way to get mending books. Earlier, Leilani Vallow was asking me about, like, moderation. If they could be a moderator. I don't need a moderator. Because I can do it on my own. When somebody is spamming chat, I have a way to moderate things and make it so that the person stops spamming chat. A little bit of a 5-minute timeout there. We don't need to say the same thing over and over and over that is called spam. Goob says, Lily, and then it's in quotation marks, I don't need a moderator, see, then half the chat disappears. That half of the chat was all from one person. That was all one person asking the same question over and over and over again, which they have come in here and done before. If I don't respond to it immediately, The question is copy pasted over and over and over and over again. That's called spam. It makes it difficult for me to read anything else that comes up in chat if it does. All I can see is one person's messages because they just keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. I'm not mad, it just makes it difficult to, like, read anything else that comes up in chat. Merce Monster says, enjoying the copper life? Yeah, I guess. I am updated to the Copper Age updates. I haven't really done much with that here in my long-term survival world. I guess you could say I'm enjoying it. Yeah. Look at all these bones. I can take these bones and let's fix this a little bit so that everything goes in the right spot. Anyway, I can take these and bring them up to the crafting table here and turn them into bone meal. Yeah. It's going to fill up my inventory, but I can take this bone meal and turn that into bone blocks. Then I need to make more bone meal and more bone blocks. Those 9 stacks of bones should get me 3 stacks of bone block. Awesome. I can bring that home with me, because I definitely need it. Let's get rid of these skeletons that are there, because it'll put more bones into the farm. That's a lot of arrows. There's a lot of bows there. I'm just gonna leave those for future me. It'll be just fine. Get rid of those two. More bones. Anyway, let's leave and start heading back towards the block making farms. That way I can continue trying to get more terracotta. Actually, I should grab more bone block than this. I had more bone block. Hold on, this isn't a very long minecart track. Let's go back. I have been using so much bone meal. And I now have more bone blocks over here, so I should definitely grab them. In here. There we go. Now I've got 9 stacks of bone block. Now I can go back to my main base. Continue trying to get more terracotta. Goob says, is there an assigned button you press to craft them that fast, or do you have to assign it in settings or something? Oh, the way I was doing that so fast, if you... I don't know how to explain it without, like, the crafting table and the stuff. But, shift. You can quickly move things around with the shift button if you hold the shift button and click something. I don't have anything to craft right now to like show you that, but I was just using the shift button to move things around quickly in the crafting table. I should go up in the castle and have a sleep because I haven't slept for this entire live stream. It's been night many times. So, to avoid phantoms, I should go to sleep real quick. It also looks like I've been streaming for 3 hours, so I'm gonna go on a quick water break. Before I go on that water break, I would like to mention tips are welcome via YouTube Super Chat. Live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated to leave a tip, but if you'd like to leave one, again, those are welcome via YouTube Super Chat. Anyway, I will be right back from a quick 3-minute water break. Alrighty, welcome back from that water break. We get right back into playing some Minecraft here. During the water break, it looks like Merce Monster left a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for that. The message says, chillin', chillin' indeed. Thank you so much for that super chat. Anyway, let's get back to making rid of dirt so I can turn it into mud, so I can turn it into clay, so I can turn it into terracotta. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize just how many of these copper rods I have around the place that I need to wax, and they're all oxidizing. I'm gonna have to do that like next week or something. Go around and wax those. Super fun. Right down here. Pretty sure I left this moss farm running. I did. How much bone meal is in here? Let's put more. Let's fill this box up too. So many azalea bushes. Very, very good. Let's take moss carpet and seeds out. I can turn those into bone meal. I also just don't need so much moss. I can turn some of this moss into bone meal. Go up here real quick. Just gonna start taking moss out of here. Let's put all of this bone block in here for now. And grab more stuff now. That'll get me a little bit more bone meal. Very good thing to have. Now let's turn on this rooted dirt farm. Get some more rooted dirt. Of course. I always end up doing that. Ah. Well, not always, but a lot of times I end up accidentally doing this. I'm not supposed to turn it into moss. I'm supposed to turn it into rooted dirt. I can just quickly reset though. Let's go ahead and I'll put this rooted dirt in there. Oh, I actually have 3 stacks of rooted dirt that I can turn into mud. I'll do that in just a second. First, I want to take a whole bunch of moss from here and just go put it up, turn it into bone meal, because I have all of this, all of that, all of that. I have so much moss. I'm mostly just running the moss farm to get the azalea bushes. So, in order to get more rooted dirt, I need more bone meal. I can turn my moss into bone meal. What a thing. There's some bone meal in there. I'll leave it there for now, because I have plenty down here for the time being. This uses a lot of bone meal though. I just like having these azalea bushes. Get in quite a bit more by running this thing constantly. Very good, very good. Oh, I need a little bit of moss. I have some of that in here. Before I run the rooted dirt farm again though, let's turn these 3 stacks of rooted dirt into mud. That way I can dry it out, make it into clay. I've got to smelt some of this clay that I have gathered during tonight's live stream. I've gotten quite a bit of that. It'll turn into quite a bit of terracotta. Super nice. That's exactly what I was after. One more stack over to dirt to turn into mud. Oops. I broke the scaffolding. Oh, that's not how I want to replace it. Looks like I have to do... Oh, not like that. Scaffolding is hard to place like this. There we go. Fixed it up good. Hello, Enderman. I've been hearing you up here making noise. I hope you're enjoying your day. Just hanging up here with a grass block. Seems like a lovely time. Oops. I'm breaking more scaffolding, of course. Sorry, Enderman, you are in my way. Oh my gosh, I'm breaking so much scaffolding. This just needs to go like that. There we go. And I need my mud. Hey, why'd you place that dirt there? My dirt now. Okay, I need to place mud there. I'll give you some time to move. Come on. He thinks he's a mud block. Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Oh. I was trying so hard to be nice to the Enderman. But you know what? They just really don't like that. And it was an accident. I swear. I didn't do it on purpose. It's fine. That grass block can be there. In honor of that Enderman. That was his grass block. He gave it to me. Right before I looked him in the eye. And he got very angry. And then he died. Very sad death. Okay. I have everything that I need. First though, let's bring this up I need to put all of this clay in the furnace, smelt it into terracotta. Goodbye, clay. I need more terracotta. There we go, everything's evenly split. There's a little bit of terracotta in there already. A little bit of terracotta there too. Cool. Let's take this stuff. Put it in this shulker box. I would have so much more terracotta to use for my mansion build if I didn't use a lot of it on that over there. My chicken jockey is all dressed up for Halloween. It looks great. I love it. I'm so glad I did that. It's totally worth it. Just need a lot more terracotta though. Before I continue to get more terracotta, it does look like I have been streaming for 3.5 hours. So I'm gonna go on another quick 3-minute water break. Before I go on that water break, I would like to mention tips are welcome via YouTube Super Chat. Live streams are always free, so you don't feel obligated to leave a tip, but if you would like to leave one, again, those are welcome via YouTube Super Chats. Anyway, I will be right back from a quick 3-minute water break. Alrighty, welcome back from that water break. We can get right back into playing some Minecraft here. I need to get back to making more rooted dirt so that I can turn that rooted dirt into mud and turn that mud into clay and then turn that clay into terracotta. You guys know the drill. Let's get all the way down here and continue the cycle. There's lots of stuff up here getting wasted. Let's go ahead and pick that up. This right here has other junk in it, but that's where I'll put clay when I have it. That mud over there is drying out into 3 nice stacks of clay. Now let's flip that lever, and eventually I will flip this lever in just a second. Right now I can flip the lever. There we go. More rooted dirt. Coming right up. There's a bunch of stuff. Looks like it's not going into the hoppers over there. Maybe the chest is full and the hopper is full also. I'll go check on that in a little bit. Maybe I need to make that storage over there a little bit bigger. Add like more chests, more hoppers and stuff. David James, hi, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Dubby, hi, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Long time no see. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. David James says it's 6 a.m. and I saw you live, so I came here. 6 a.m. is pretty early. It is 11:50 p.m. for me on October 22nd. Dubby says, yeah, it's been a moment. I'm doing all right. That's good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear you're doing good. David James says, yeah, I'm from South Africa. Wow. It's quite far away from where I'm from. Alright, I'm pretty sure the rooted dirt farm is full, so let's go ahead and turn this off. And I will collect my rooted dirt. Alright, that makes it so that I have 2 stacks and 36 pieces of rooted dirt. I've got quite a bit of oak wood as well. Holy crap. It's a lot of oak wood. Let's turn off this moss farm because it looks like maybe some of the chests are full. Not everything is being collected. Now this one's full. That needs to be a double chest. And that'll solve everything. I'm just gonna put all that stuff in there for now. A lot of this moss and the seeds, the moss carpet and the seeds, those need to be just taken away. Let me put some in here so I can just carry more. That still has a whole bunch funneling through in the hopper. All of this can be turned into more bone meal. Let's turn all of this into even more bone meal. Debbie says, I know I've seen this farm, but it's pretty cool to be honest. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool as well. I like being able to turn moss into rooted dirt and then turn that rooted dirt into mud and then turn that mud into clay and then turn that clay into terracotta. So many steps. So fun. David James says, how long have you been streaming for? Tonight, this stream has been going on for 3 hours, 56 minutes, and 39 seconds. Been almost 4 hours tonight. Okay, since there's just so much moss, and I really don't need that much, do I have an empty shulker box in here? I do. That is so much better. Let's put that there. Let's fill these empty shulker boxes with moss, because I really don't need this much moss. I've just been running the moss farm to get the azalea bushes. I have chest and chest and chest full of moss. So I will turn the moss that I am getting from running the moss farm so that I can get azalea bushes. I'll turn that all into bone meal so that I can put it in the moss farm and get more azalea bushes. Yay, full circle. that all in there. I can actually fit that all in my inventory. Awesome. There we go. Turn all of this into bone meal. Yay. Need more space to put stuff. Alright, I don't have enough room for all this to go in there right now. All of this will cycle through though and turn into bone meal. That'll happen very soon. Anyway though, I have been streaming for 4 hours. So, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you all so much for watching this live stream. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit the bell notification icon so that you never miss when I live stream. Anyway, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!